Welcome to the Phase 1 Guided Stretch Routine portion of the Mobility Program. I want you to follow along, make sure you take a breath, and hopefully you have an uninterrupted 20 minutes to get this done and implement it at least once a week. What we're going to do is just warm up your body, go through full ranges of motion, and ideally help with any compensations you have on the bike. You know, we all know we need to stretch more, but it's hard to really understand until you feel it. So let's put this into practice consistently. I promise you won't regret it. Make yourself comfortable. I got the shoes off. You're probably doing this at home, and it's time to get started. All right, first things first. Feet are right underneath your hips. You're gonna get in a tall posture, and we're gonna start by just taking a breath, palms reaching down toward the ground, and you want them forward. In through your nose, out through your mouth. We're gonna repeat for 3 total reps. Big in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more time. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Now, make sure those palms are facing forward, and you're gonna drop your left ear to your left shoulder, keeping those hands reaching toward the ground, and you should feel it through the right side of your neck. Eyes are forward. You don't really want to twist. You want to just drop your head to the side. We're gonna make a slight adjustment. Just look your eyes up toward the ceiling. Feel it move toward the front of your neck. And then eyes back toward the ground. It's gonna move toward the back of your neck, your upper trap. I know for riders, this is a spot right here. Now you're gonna slowly roll to center. Come back up straight. One deep breath. Now drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Still got those palms reaching down toward the ground. You're gonna look up, eyes to the ceiling. And now eyes back toward the ground. Slowly roll your head to the center. One big deep breath as you come back into normal posture. From there, both arms reach up. Big reach, slight arch in your back. Keep a little core tension. You're gonna drop your left arm down to your left side and let your right arm reach across your body, stretching that lat all the way from your hip through your shoulder and your arm. From there, nice big deep breath. Left arm goes back up to the top. You drop your right arm to the side. Exhale. Big reach to your side. You're really going to get out of this what you put in, so I want you to reach your arm. Feel it all the way up from your hip, through your shoulder and your lat. Big breath. Drop both hands down by their side. And now you're going to hang forward in ragdoll. So soft bend in your knees, round your back, and I think it's nice to just kind of cross your arms in front of you so you can rest your forehead. And from here, you're just going to slightly twist side to side. You want to be nice and loose. You should feel a stretch in your hamstring, through your back, and we're just getting that torso ready to work. Just another 5-10 seconds here. Now, with core tension, go ahead and slowly bring yourself up. Squeeze your butt, feel the hamstrings. Arms overhead again. Back down to the side. From here, we're now going to go into some sun salutations. A lot of yoga inspiration in this round. And here's the motion. You're going to slowly reach down toward the ground like that ragdoll. Bend your knees as needed. Hands go on the floor. You're going to step, or you're going to jump back into a high plank. From here, you're going to lower yourself down. Leave your top of your knees and your thighs on the ground and press yourself up into upward dog. It's actually high cobra when the quads are on the ground. Push your shoulders away from your ears. Make sure your shoulders are nice and packed. Nice stretch through the front side of your body. Then light up your core, tighten it up. We're moving to downward dog. Dropping your heels toward the ground, straightening your legs, head through your shoulders. Just exhale. Slowly look forward. You're going to step or you're going to jump up. Roll it back to the top nice and slow. Arms up overhead, deep breath. And then you're gonna exhale for number 2. We're gonna go a little faster. That hammy stretch, palms on the ground. Jump or step back, lower. Upward dog. Tuck your toes. Drop your heels. Make sure you're feeling that stretch through your calves and your hamstrings in the downward dog. Head through your shoulders. Looking forward. Jump or step back up. Back to the top. Big exhale. Inhale and then exhale. You probably need to inhale before you can exhale. Last one, number 3. Hang it forward. Palms on the ground. Float or step back. All the way down. Press it up. Really reach your head up toward the ceiling. Make sure your back feels comfortable. If you're having a hard time with your back, just keep your arms a little more bent. Back to down dog. Now from here, make sure you don't kick a wall or a small child. If you have one coming in and out of the room, you're gonna raise your foot up. We're gonna hold it and then swing it all the way through your 2 front hands. Well, you don't have back hands, so the 2 front hands are the only option. Once you're in this position, you're gonna turn your back foot so it's flat on the ground and slowly raise yourself up into Warrior 1. Now, notice my hips are turned, but I want to pull them toward the front to try and keep my shoulders nice and aligned. You're gonna feel that twist through your torso, a lot of stretch through your hip. From here, big inhale. Exhale, Warrior 2. Now notice I'm opening up. I can sink a little bit lower. And the goal is to have nice posture through my upper body. Arms are flat. Take another big inhale. And I'm gonna exhale, drop my back hand, and reach that right arm up and back across my body. So I'm now feeling it all the way through the right side, in my hip. And then I'm gonna exhale back to the ground. Foot goes back. We're gonna go through that sun salutation vinyasa. Now, we're using a lot of yoga here, but we're also gonna break some rules. Left leg's up. And by breaking rules, I mean we're gonna come out of it after this warm-up sequence. Bring your left leg forward through the hands. And you'll see what I mean when we get there, but for you yoga Nazis, don't worry. I know I'm getting some lingo wrong, and we're just gonna deal with it. Bring it up, turn the back foot flat. Make sure you twist those hips forward, arms are up overhead. Now turn into Warrior 2. Sink a little bit lower. Really, this routine is me taking my favorite from yoga videos I've followed and just through some simple static stretches I've learned as a trainer and combining them for you as a cyclist to make sure you get the most out of these 20 minutes. Exhale, Warrior 3. Inhale, roll it back down toward the ground, back into a plank. You lower, upward dog. Tuck the toes. Downward dog, head through your shoulders, drop the heels. Look forward, jump it back up, stand at the top. Now here's where we break the rules. We're gonna go over to a wall. So find a space that you can just have at least enough room to reach your hand up high and that you can turn away from the wall. These are stretches that I always wish were incorporated into yoga videos, so we're gonna do it today. Now you're facing the wall, you're gonna reach your right hand up nice and high, and I'd say I'm about 1.5 to 2 feet away from the wall. If you're too far from the wall, you're gonna have to hold your weight up, and I don't want you to do that. I just want enough room for you to hinge forward and sink forward, keeping a little core tension and feeling that stretch through your lat, through your chest. Now make sure you're not feeling any crazy impingements. If you are, just pack your shoulder or back off as necessary. We're just gonna hold it for at least 20-30 seconds here. Pushing forward, I'm kind of sinking down. Now from here, I'm gonna bring the hand down to about shoulder height, palm away, twisting, and I'm feeling it all the way up through my shoulder and my chest. This one's killer, man. This is one of those movements that you really aren't gonna find in a lot of yoga videos, and it's so essential for bike riders. I usually finish videos like this and feel like I need more upper body, so that's why we're taking extra time to do it here. Now, we're gonna go ahead and face the wall again. We're gonna go back to that hand overhead stretch. So palm is against the wall. Again, I'm about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from the wall. I'm gonna slowly sink down, hinge forward. Nice deep breath. Totally normal for you to feel it maybe more in your chest, maybe more in your lat. Maybe you're feeling both like I am on this one. Now from here, the arm slides down, palm is away from your body against the wall, and you slowly twist. Another good one to make sure your shoulder's packed, and just to make sure you feel that stretch going around through the front of your shoulder into your chest. Watch that back from arching too much. Just keep a little core in tension. And you come out nice and slow. From here, you can stay near the wall, but we're gonna get your tricep stretch. So arm reaches up overhead. You're gonna pull your elbow back behind your head and just concentrate on feeling that stretch up through your tricep. I want to stay close to the wall because another variation is actually just putting your tricep against the wall and hinging forward. I think both positions have their place. I'll be honest, this one's feeling a little better for me today. We're gonna hold it another 5-10 seconds. Back off nice and slow. Oh man, this side already feels so much better. Okay, tricep, pulling it. You can tell this is my injured shoulder. And man, it's got some problems. But doing this sequence has really helped me get back to even shoulder pressing and just some comfort on the bike. As I'm cringing right now because I feel like I can barely breathe with my arm back. I'm gonna try the wall position. Hinge it forward. Yeah, this one's feeling a little bit better. Nice and relaxed arm. And we're gonna make our way back to the ground. Now we made our way back to the ground. I gotta be honest, I really needed that for my upper body. I hope it's feeling good for you the same way. And now we're gonna do my favorite lazy day stretch routine on the ground. Super effective, and it's nice because we can relax and we'll slowly work our way back up to standing. So from here, you're gonna lay back. And we're gonna start with a laying pigeon stretch. So you're going to cross your right ankle onto your left knee, and you're gonna reach through, grab this knee. You can even grab behind this thigh just to give yourself some leverage and pull. Now, once I'm here, I like to actually support this knee that's out to the side and just help guide it back. If you're noticing any tension in this knee that's bent, or I guess twisted, just pull your toes back toward your shins. So that dorsiflex right there, just gonna help protect your knee a little bit. So you're laying back, find the position that works for you. I think I'm gonna even try reaching all the way through today. Oh yeah, baby. This is that one stretch where I can look a man straight in the eye and ask him if he feels it in his glutes. Now from here, you're gonna slowly come out. Now keep this knee up as you extend your bottom leg, and now you're pulling it straight up to your armpit. All right, hopefully shorts aren't too short. I got nothing popping out there. This video really took a turn, and I think I'm feeling more relaxed after all this stretching. So you're pulling your knee. You should feel your upper hamstring through your groin, maybe even some of your glutes still. Now, if you're feeling any pinching in the front of your hip, that probably means your hip flexor is a little tighter than it should be. So you can back off of this and spend a little more time on the half kneeling hip flexor stretch, which we'll get into. Now I'm pulling my right leg up. I'm gonna take my left hand across my body and I'm gonna pull this whole leg over, and now I'm getting into a thoracic twist. So as I pull this toward the ground, I'm gonna feel my glute stretch. I'm gonna exhale, open up, and let my right shoulder pull back toward the ground. Now, I don't expect your knee and your shoulder to be on the ground. In fact, I like to get my shoulder on the ground and kind of let my knee just do what it's gonna do. It's definitely hanging a little bit. And if you want more glute stretch, you could even pull that leg up higher. But I would say get at least 3 deep breaths, big inhale, exhale, and let that twist through your spine be the focus. Another big deep breath, exhale. Now you're gonna come back to center nice and slow. Planting your feet, making any adjustments with your hips that you need to. And now the left ankle is gonna go on top of the right knee. I'm gonna reach through, grab, pull this sucker back. Oh man, make an adjustment here. This side's feeling a little tighter. A lot of times when you're stretching, you want to make sure you're not pulling hard enough to where you can't breathe through it, because your body just holding tension is gonna do exactly that. So I would say back off to the point where you can relax and breathe through it. You're gonna get the most results then. Now we're slowly going out. We're gonna transition to that knee pull stretch, pulling that knee up toward my armpit. Bottom leg is extended and relaxed. With stretching in general, again, it's hard to really convince someone how important it is. They have to feel it, but what you're doing is unlocking power. When you're tight, your body's just kind of fighting against itself to move quickly. And this stretching is going to help a lot, not to mention all the injury prevention that's going to come along with it. Okay, right hand reaches across my left leg, pulls it to the opposite side, and I'm twisting toward the ground. Sometimes I kind of shift my hips over. I'm gonna exhale. Letting that shoulder drop to the ground. I'm waiting on a big pop. I don't know if it's gonna come. And slowly, yeah, no big pop for me. It's all right, going back to center, planting the feet. And now I'm gonna slowly bring it back up to a sitting position. Might have a little head rush. Hopefully you didn't fall asleep down there. And now my legs are nice and wide. Now from here, I'm gonna take a breath. I'm gonna reach out toward my left leg, reaching mostly with my opposite hand. Now if you can't grab your toes, just grab your leg and pull yourself down to the ground. If you're having a hard time even balancing to pull yourself forward with that straight leg, get a t-shirt, get a stretch band, any type of band, pull yourself forward, just throw it around your foot, because I want you to be able to relax. So just keep holding that stretch. One more deep breath. And now we're gonna slowly bring it back up to center and go toward the opposite side. And this is where I really feel like I need it. All the injuries over the years, they add up into a lot of compensations, and that's why this stuff's so important too, man. Like, I genuinely know the reason I've gotten into this type of exercise is out of necessity, just to heal my own body and get myself to move the way I want. I can't imagine if I didn't know this stuff, man. So I hope it's making a difference for you. Another big inhale, exhale. Back to center. Now, last stretch of the day. You're gonna make your way into a half kneeling hip stretch. All right, so I like to plant the back toe, straighten your hips, hold yourself sturdy with that top leg, Now, my right leg is up, so I'm driving through my left side, stretching my left hip. Make sure that glute is engaged. You don't want to be arching back. That's not the point. The whole point is to drive your hip forward and feel the stretch. I'm gonna hold it another 15 seconds or so. Last deep inhale, exhale. Now come back nice and slow. We're gonna switch the legs. Twist the hips straight. Squeeze your right glute, drive the hip forward. I'm gonna sturdy myself here. Let's get nice and stable. Always normal to feel one side more than another. I think unless you're purely ambidextrous, even then, you drive a car on one leg, at least with the gas pedal, there's things you do out of habit just on one side of your body. So whether it's carrying a suitcase or a purse or whatever it is, don't expect your body to be perfectly symmetrical. Totally fine. Now come out nice and slow. We're gonna make our way back up to standing. All right, now we're standing. You're gonna finish off one big, long, deep exhale in through your nose. We're gonna hold it at the top. Keep holding. Exhale. Now, your body's gonna for sure thank you. Hopefully your mind does as well. I know a lot of people see this as a time to just clear their head and to come back a lot sharper, better version of themselves, more relaxed, making better decisions. So again, thanks for doing this today. See you on the next one.